Good morning, folks. Jailbait and Tackle Outdoors here, and we are at Manatee Park, Lee County, Florida. I hope you're going to enjoy this video, hopefully. There's a lot of nice sights to see here, and we picked a cold day to make the tour, and there's a reason for that. So kind of want to give you a quick panoramic view. This is the restroom area. There's a gift shop here. This is a great area to bring kids, educational. That's what a real manatee would look like. Large body, small head. Here's some of the sights, and we're going to come up on the entrance placard here. There's a lot of little placards describing things about the park. Why do manatees come to Manatee Park? It's very educational. There's a little map, a layout of the area here. So we're going to go down here. This is take 2 for me. I kind of screwed up take 1, which is par for the course. But we're going to walk down this path. There's an observation area down here, and I'm going to show you a couple of the placards and such on the way. And then we're going to learn more about the manatee and other visitors to the Manatee Park. Osprey, black vulture, blue crab, tarpon, black racers, American alligator. It's very cool, very cool. Nature is amazing. It's a beautiful thing. That's why they call our area here in Southwest Florida paradise. So the tourist saying is welcome to paradise. Some of the things you will see, talking about a lot of the birds here. It is very cool. So we are right next to Palm Beach Boulevard, which is the road that takes you to Alva, Florida. That's where I do a lot of my sales. I'll be there tomorrow. But here's some information showing what the skeleton of a manatee would look like. Placard describing the anatomy of a manatee. The history of Florida Power and Light Company. The reason all the manatee come to this area is because of the water temperature is a lot warmer here due to the power plant. Here's another placard. Butterflies of Lee County, Florida. So we're going to go down here. You're going to see the manatee surface. Here's another placard talking about the native fish of Manatee Park. And you're going to see tarpon, snook, striped mullet, crevalle jack, red deer sunfish, bluegill, largemouth bass. So that means it's brackish water here. So we're going to get closer down here. The observation point across the street you'll see is the power plant. The water is much warmer here. I tell people this is where the manatee come to cuddle. They like the warmer temperatures. It is very beautiful. There's all kinds of placards out here talking about the South Florida Oak Grove. I'm going to show you more on the way out, but we're going to get real close to the water down here. Unfortunately, there is a lot of reflection on the water this morning. The temperatures overnight in this area got down to around 47 degrees. I have no idea what the water temperature is, but the manatee do thrive on warm water. I'm walking down steps, so it's going to be a little bumpy here. All right, there we go. You're going to see them surface. They have a round tail, and they're going to blow out of their nostril, I guess is what you call it, much like a whale would. A manatee can stay underwater for 3 to 5 minutes. They holding their breath, and they can stay as long as 20 minutes. So there is quite a few down here. You'll see all the ripples it won't be long before we see more here. They really tend to like the middle there for some reason. Bear with me, we'll see something emerge there. It's right over there. They also like it down there where it's like an eddy, where it swirls. There's one. You may see 3 or 4 at the same time, all surface. There they are. Not very good picture here. They act very much like a whale. You'll see the tail come up and, you know, surface out of the water. There you go. There you go. This is a great project for kids to come out here, learn about the manatee. If you homeschool your kids, this would be a great topic they can learn about. They're also called sea cows. There's quite a few out here. There's lots of videos that are going to be better than this video on YouTube. So I highly suggest you utilize that resource, help educate the kids. And this would be great. I wish my buddy JJ Drones could come down here and fly a drone over this. It would be really special. Unfortunately, there's a glare coming off the water due to the location of the sun and what have you. But obviously, as the sun comes up, the warmer the water's going to be. People are starting, there we go, there's one. There you go, got a little bit of a view of that. I was in here before the park officially opened up, but now there's a lot of tourists starting to come in and out, so they're looking at me kind of funny, me talking to the phone, the camera. There you go. Unfortunately, right below me there's like some rock barriers. You know, it'd be really cool to see something come right next to me, but this whole area is fenced off. There's only a couple observation points, and none of the manatee are coming real close to the area. They tend to like the middle for some reason. You can see all the swirls. You can kind of tell where they are underwater. Okay, there we go. One just surfaced. You can hear them blowing like a whale. There you go. Do you see the tail? There's quite a few now, all surfacing at the same time. They tend to live and feed on seagrass, and as there's more efforts to preserve the manatee, it's a decline of the seagrass in the bays and estuaries, which the fishermen are not too happy about that. And our population is growing too. So as there's efforts made to preserve the manatee, the population is also growing, and there's a lot of manatee deaths each year caused by boaters, and there's a lot of no-wake zones now to preserve the manatee. I will try and post some of those facts in the description of this video. So I'm going to pause it. We're going to move on to different parts of this park. There's some right there. I'm trying to get it from the upper tier so you can see. It's a darn shame there's that glare on the water. You can see them, the ripples where they will surface. Okay, we're walking down towards the other observation point. You can hear in the background when they surface, you will hear their tail, kind of not an aggressive splash, but you can hear the tail slapping the water as they propel themselves into the depths of the waterway here. Another placard. There's a lot of people come out here just to, you know, get their exercise in the morning, afternoon, what have you. And it's a beautiful, beautiful park. Like I've said before, Florida and especially Lee County, Florida, they do a great, great job with all the parks, county parks, state parks, what have you. It really is special to have that in your backyard, so to speak. Okay, here's another placard for non-native fish at Manatee Park. Mayan cichlid, spotted tilapia, armored catfish. Those are some of the, you can see some of the manatee there. I'm going to move over to this other observation point where the sun is behind us. Hopefully we get a better view. Sorry, my throat's a little scratchy today, as you can tell. That's what the manatee look like. Look very similar to Ted from Off the Hook Outdoors. And some more information on tracking manatees. We're in a pretty good spot now. You can see them right there. There's the hump of one. Just kind of congregating. There's one surfacing right there. Like I said earlier, they can hold their breath 3 to 5 minutes, even known to hold their breath for up to 20 minutes. Look at them all. They're real thick through here. There you go. There you go. There you go. See them all over the place? Look at there. I'm going to pause. I got more tourists walking my way. Okay, this placard says relatives and relationships. I have heard that manatees most resemble elephants. A lot of their characteristics, their DNA, what have you. So I'm going to let that up to the parents and the children who are going to do the research. And they're talking about fire prevention, about the young manatee. Some really, really cool stuff. I imagine this is all on their website. So as part of the research, if somebody wanted to get some research, I'm sure there's information about the manatee on the website, no doubt in my mind. Okay, here's another large placard talking about the pine flatwoods habitat. We're going to walk over to this side, see what this placard says. It's really nice out here. And they're talking over here about the scrub oak habitat. And you can see showing different snakes, grass, mouse, tortoise, scrub jay, a lot of different types of wildlife you will see out here. Okay, we've come upon another placard, and it's called Munching Manatees. And kind of in reference to what I've been saying before about the vegetation, right here I'm gonna zoom in on this. It says, did you know a 1,000-pound manatee eats up to 100 pounds of vegetation a day? Manatees spend 6 to 8 hours a day feeding. Seagrasses, including manatee grass, are a favorite food of manatees. Seagrasses have evolved to accommodate grazing by manatees, turtles, waterfowl, and other animals. See, that they do eat a lot. Okay, so here is the Cheeky Hut. I'm sure they do little classes and seminars in here, educate people. There's like a little boardwalk headed down to the water to another observation point. That's the end. That would be where the locks are. We're going to walk down this path, and we're going to see something pretty cool. There's a tree up here I want you all to see. I'm going to show you this. It says Riverine Wetland. There's a boardwalk that heads that way. I'm not going to go that way because I'm very focused on showing you this tree up here. Then I will show you a better shot, the front shot of the Welcome Center, the gift shop area. Another placard saying Shaped by Fire. Okay, here's a little display placard showing a pirate manatee. Very cute, very clever. And that's their treasure box because that's where they accept donations. But behind me is this beautiful tree. We're going to find out more about this tree. There's all kinds of benches. I'm sure they do classes out here, probably teaching the youth about nature. And we're going to come up, see all this moss growing off of it. I just love that. That's so beautiful. They also have little pavilions, playgrounds for the kids, obviously restrooms. This is a southern live oak, this large tree. It is really cool. A lot of facts to be learned here, and I'm sure it's going to be on the website if you decide to homeschool your kids or just educate your kids. This is one thing that could be very educational. So you can see it's set up for educational purposes. I'm sure somebody stands up there and teaches us all what we need to know. See my reflection, sorry about that. Tells you a little bit about the things you can see here. All right, we're in the gift shop here. Not a very large gift shop, but it's well stocked. All kinds of trinkets, souvenirs. Save the Chubby Mermaids. Sounds like some of my friends. All right. Candy, sodas, mugs. So this is what you're going to see out here at Manatee Park, Lee County, Florida. They have kayak tours. They're really cool. So we're going to go out to the front of the building, and then we're going to end this video. Like I told you, there's restrooms here. Plenty of parking. They have the parking meters here. And this is the end of the video, folks. Manatee Park Welcome Center, Lee County, Florida. Brought to you by Jailbait and Tackle Outdoors. And remember, folks, always know your legal limits.